All right, now it should
Now
be
it should be
better.
better.
Okay,
Okay,
Divine, do you
Divine,
have
do
a
you have a
speaker
speaker
going there?
going there?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear
Yeah,
you.
I hear you.
All right. Shalom. How's it going? Michael, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
going good.
going good.
How's it going, Michael? And first and foremost, I just want to say gratitude, peace, and blessings to you and everybody in the chat. I see that you opened up your panel for some questions. And I just had one question for you.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just the back scene of where my question is coming from. I've been pretty much seeing the videos and the back and forth that's been going on, not just with you, but also with Pastor Dow and Ringo and all the other men and so on and so forth. If you can't tell, I'm on the younger side. I'm coming in this world in my manhood, trying to figure out which way I should go in this world. And as I see this discourse between brothers that look like me, my question is to you, brother, what's the end goal?
Okay.
Okay.
That's your whole
That's your whole
question?
question?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. Test. Okay. All right. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I
yeah, I
muted your
muted
mic.
your mic.
I'm gonna
I'm going to
unmute it
unmute it
when I'm done
when I'm
because I'm
done because
getting
I'm
an
getting an
echo.
echo. So,
All right.
all right.
All right. So what the brother asks is, in a nutshell, what I say he's asking is, what's the point of it? In a nutshell, Ringo made an accusation that cannot be backed up biblically. And in doing that, he's violating one of the Ten Commandments. And it's our job, just like the Bible verse I quoted, it said, have nothing to do with the unfruitful works of darkness. And unfruitful works of darkness are people who are not obedient to the word. It says, have nothing to do with it, but rather reprove it. Okay? And that means correct it, put it out there. You see what I'm saying? So Ringo went for over a month, made well over 100 hours worth of videos, uh, lying, making false accusations. People were in agreement with it, thinking it, feeling like it's true, but it wasn't. So what are these people now? They're sinning too. They're also in sin. They're also transgressing because they're following and listening to something somebody's saying that is not scriptural. So they're being misled. And it is our responsibility as people who are obedient to the word to warn the sheep that they're getting misled, that there's a wolf in sheep's clothing out there misleading them. And what we've been doing, if you listen closely to our videos, we're backing things up with scripture on what we're saying concerning him. And the man, Ringo has a lot of followers. Um, a lot of people following him, and the things he's done the past month or so now, over a month now, are straight up against the word. But what he does is he plays on people's feelings and emotions. Every move we are making, when you see the videos I've been doing, when you see the videos Pastor Dow's been doing, we can Bible every move that we make. Now, one last thing to you, brother. If you go and you look on my channel, you're going to see some videos where maybe a handful of videos, 5 or 6 videos, where I'm coming at Ringo. But you want to know what you're also going to see? You're going to see a bunch of videos about how men are to build self esteem. You're going to see videos on how men are to be husbands and everything like that. You're going to see videos of us doing work, how we work together as a nation, as brothers. You go on Pastor Dow's channel, you're going to see a couple videos about Ringo, okay? But then you know what you're also going to see? You're going to see videos of the work they're doing on Straightway. Videos of him warning you about silver and a myriad of things that a man or a woman would need to know to live uh, a fruitful, blessed life. Now you go over there to Ringo's channel. You first you gonna go back a little bit. You're gonna see a whole month of nothing but videos making false accusations against pastor. And then and sprinkled into that, you're gonna see gossip videos about other stuff going on. It's like a woman a woman's hair salon with all the gossip over there. It's not fruitful. And I said all that because, like you said, you're a young man. You're looking to find your way in life. You need to. What the word says is, you will know them by their fruit. Anyway, I'm unmuted and hand the floor back over to you.
My apologies. Excuse my little one in the back scenes,
Yeah,
but
no problem.
let me let me see if I could rephrase that question. As far as the content and even the overall, I guess, situation at hand, what do you feel as though is going to be the end solution, or what do you want to be the end solution? Why do you make the videos that you make, and why does Pastor Dow make the videos that he makes?
Right.
What
Good
is
question.
what do you want to be able to, you know, say that this is going to be the outcome of those videos?
I'm gonna tell you what not what I want to be the outcome. I'm gonna tell you what the outcome of these videos is, because it's happening now. We have people waking up and realizing that they've been deceived, that they've been misled, that what Ringo's over there saying and doing is lies, is deceit, does go against the word. And they realize that what we're saying is the truth. You see what I'm saying? So when you that and we standing on truth. As long as those lies are coming out and being put out there, we're gonna combat it with the truth. And we've been seeing the fruit of it. Because I've had people coming to me in my comments, sometimes in the live chat, and subscribing to my channel and realizing that they've been misled. And that's book. That's what we supposed to do. We supposed to stand on book. You see what I'm saying? I handed. Could you hear me? You gotta mute your mic. Your mic's muted.
Okay, so now my next thing is, I'm viewing all of you older gentlemen as models, as some sort of vision into the future of saying, is this how I behave as a man? If someone's slandering me, do I take then forth my platform to use and make videos to talk about them? And as you said, as I'm kind of hearing what you were pretty much relaying, is that you make these videos alongside Pastor Dow to discredit what the other brother is saying. Vice versa, I feel as though Ringo is making these videos to also discredit the scriptural doctrine or congregation you guys have over there. At the end of the day, how is that beneficial for anybody? If this is the time and the energy that men in this day and age are putting forth, instead of building and actually having a mindset that isn't about gossip, that isn't about pretty much bashing one another, because the same things that I'm seeing right now, as far as Ringo doing what he's doing, hey, you guys are also doing the same thing. So now it looks as though it's some type of hypocrisy. And so you're saying you're showing videos about you building this community and so on and so forth. I ended up seeing a video that Pastor Dow dropped on his channel, and it was kind of disheartening because I looked at Pastor Dow as a pastor, and there are certain expectations, there are certain standards that you believe, or that that comes to mind as someone in that stature should be able to behave and operate, even as far as having a page that has content on it. You know, if you're talking about, you're a doctor, right? You're not going to be on your YouTube channel smoking and doing things, of course, doctors don't recommend. So now I'm looking at you guys as channels and I'm like, the same things that they're preaching about, they're pretty much doing. And then it's getting to the point where, can I really say that anybody on any party, any side is a man? Why is this keep on going on? And I'm looking as a young man, it's really disheartening. It's discouraging. I really want to walk in the faith and the truth and the light. All praises to the Most High for giving me the spiritual aptitude to have my own right. I don't need a pastor. I know how to read the Bible. But to say that you, man, hey, you guys were light in this world. And to say that you use your channel to pretty much darken another brother, it kind of, like I said in the beginning, it's a little bit of hypocrisy.
All
All
right.
right.
So
So
you said a whole bunch, so I'm gonna try to hit it all. So in a nutshell, I now I already told you that what we're saying, we backing it up with truth. Okay. Um, what I was talking about earlier in this show that I'm doing right here, what I was talking about earlier is a lot of men they they get squeamish when there's confrontation. But when you look in the book, there's confrontation. Jesus, a lot, we got a lot of people. When Jesus went over there and flipped over the table of those money changers, okay, he would have. A lot of people would be like, "Well, why'd you have to go in there and do that? Why are you going back and forth? Why are you going back and forth with the Pharisees? It's contending for the faith. It again, if you if you have eyes to see and ears to hear like a lot of people do, and you listen into what's being said back and forth between us and Ringo, what you're going to see, if you look in the truth, if you look in the book, just like I said earlier, every move we make, we can Bible it. So if you're saying, you made your analogy of a doctor, and then you made the analogy of Pastor Dowell and his channel, and then he's and this, that, and other. When you look at Pastor's channel and when you read the Bible and see what a pastor's to do, you're going to see his channel looks just like a pastor's channel. It don't look like a Christian pastor's channel, but it looks like a pastor's channel. You see what I'm saying? Um, yeah. I mean, I don't know how else to tell it to you. Uh, Confrontation is not a sin. Being confrontational, you know what I'm saying? That's not a sin in the Bible. Like checking, giving people a strong rebuke. You see, the prophets did that all through the Bible. The people wanted to kill them. You know what I'm saying? When you read through the word, it's a book. There's warfare, blood, and confrontation all through the book because we combating evil and deception. It's what it is. It comes with the territory. Again, we've been sold this lie and this deception of Catholicism and Christianity and this peaceful and docile and this fake look, and that's not what it is. So, what I would ask you is, I want you to show me biblically where what we're doing is off, where we're exposing somebody who is deceitful and lying and directing those lies and deceit at people who are righteous. People who, when you look on our channels and you take a good look at our channels, you you could just look at the thumbnails on Pastor's channel and on my channel, and you see people who are living this word out. And then you go over there and look at his, and you see somebody who they've made a living off gossip. You see what I'm saying? And hey, we're not out there. There's plenty of people out there, my brother, doing wickedness on YouTube. But look, when you come bring it over here and direct it to us, we not. Hey, look, we gonna check it. We gonna expose it when it gets set in front of us, like a man should do. And Pastor is being just that. He's being a pastor. He's protecting his flock. Just like a man should protect his family from anything that threatens it, that's coming against it, that's deceiving. And he's even both of us, we're even leaning over a little further backwards because a lot of those people, like I said, who follow Ringo are deceived. I'll show you comments of people who are coming up out of there, unsubscribing from his channel, because they realize if we sit there and listen to 6 hour videos for Ringo for the next couple of years, we're not going to go nowhere. But we follow true men of God, we will get our lives together and have life and have it more abundantly. Does that make sense? Let me know. I'm gonna unmute you. Go ahead. Or you have to unmute yourself.
Yeah, I get where you're coming from. Well, my thing is pretty much the behavior that I'm seeing. And when I see men
What do you
going
mean
back and forth,
behavior?
behavior as far as what you show us, the speech, the way that you guys talk, and honestly, who wants to be called out of their name and to say we're all men, right? Where does the respect come in as far as what you guys are doing? And then how does this, obviously, if you feel like you're being threatened or some fashion along that, why isn't this expedited to someone else who can, if you really want the end solution for him to stop, why is this not being expedited up to say that this is slander, this is defamation of character? These are all things that are, you could take that to the court, right? So my thing is there a better way to handle this than what you are handling it right now? Or are you going to use the same tactics of the people who are,
Right.
of course, thrashing and bashing you?
Okay.
Okay.
So
So
let me
let me
answer that.
answer that.
So the way this all started, Ringo was cool with Pastor Dow. Talked to him.
um, can I say one more thing?
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Also, I've also seen it wasn't just Ringo making videos. It was people prior to Ringo making videos. And why wasn't that given the same?
All right. So Ringo originally he was cool with Pastor Dow. Okay. And okay. So he has a big following. Okay. And it was all good. They were on speaking terms. They talk on the phone. I remember one time I was doing a sound check and he came in the comments and said, he was trying to help me out with the sound check, all that stuff online. Okay. Everything was good. Then out of the blue, at the beginning of March, he started doing all these videos, accusing of this, accusing of that, this, that, and the other. Mind you, he didn't reach out to Pastor. He didn't call him. Nothing. Just started doing videos. One video after another, after another, after another, after another, after another. You know what we did over here? Nothing. Kept working, kept getting after it, kept doing what we need to do. Here it is, halfway through the month, video after video, 4 hours long, 9 hours long, 6 hours long, video after video. You know what we did? Nothing. We just ignored it. We ain't gonna worry about it. We got plenty of people making videos about us all the time, but he just kept going. And the numbers of people following it got bigger, and the questions started getting asked, and it started getting in front of everybody, and he keep going. And look, hey, we patient. We're exercising patience, and we're exercising long suffering, just like the word says. But hey, guess what? It continued going, and the lies kept getting even bigger. And then we addressed it as we should. And we opened up a show for him to come on, for us to discuss it on a public in front of all the people out there. We opened the show up so it could be discussed in front of everybody. Even though he had skipped over what the Bible says, first you go to your brother, then you bring it before some elders, and then you bring it out to the public. Well, he skipped that, but we opened up a show so we could have a public discord. Nope, nobody showed up. You see what I'm saying? So then now this is where we're at, and we're gonna expose the evil, just like the word says. Now, again, I look, I I'm just telling you, at the age of 26, I went on a journey to become a truly masculine man because I had realized all the way up into the age of 26, I realized I'd been subtly deceived to be feminine and had been deceived into being feminized by this society. So at the age of 26, I got on my journey of studying what it means to be a masculine man, a real man, a biblically masculine man. Here I am. I'm almost 50 now, and I get it. And a lot of people are, oh, you shouldn't, talk aggressively and do this and do that, bro. That ain't book. You can't Bible that. That's not masculine. That's females be on some stuff like that. If somebody's off and they misleading people, you need to call them out. When people are standing on the train tracks and the train's coming, you don't sit there whispering. You yell and you call it out. We can you see this all through the word. You understand what I'm saying? So I mean, you you would be it would behoove you to go over there and question Ringo, but I'm gonna tell you, he's not gonna give you a chance to question him. He'll delete you out of the comments. You'll never get on Ringo's show. He's not hearing nothing. In his mind, he's arrived at the truth without any evidence. He's in his feelings. Now, mind you, the guy Rollo, he did the same thing with Rollo. He arrived at a false conclusion with him and completely deleted him out of his life because him and New Breed reached a false conclusion. So my recommendation is that if you look at stuff through spiritual discerning eyes and not emotion, oh, they're yelling. Oh, Pastor Dow sounds aggressive. He's damn right he aggressive. Like we both, I'm aggressive. I just got my blood. I got a comprehensive metabolic panel back, and my testosterone was way up there. I am. People around me tell you I'm aggressive. That's how a man should be. This is what it looks like. But we've been brainwashed into a feminized society thinking, oh, there shouldn't be any conflict or any confrontation or it needs to go this way. Now, I will, because I do hear a tone of this when I hear you talk, brother, is that you want to see true brotherhood. And I get that in your speech and your approach and how you came on here. Well, I'm going to tell you, Ringo and the fruit he puts out, we really don't regard him as a brother because he's not obedient to the word. But if you look on my channel, I put a video out, Sunday Fun Day. You can see true brotherhood. Like we document the brotherhood we have here among our brothers here. We had over 60 brothers come out to the straightway community because pastor had asked for help. He only needed 20. 60 brothers came out. We got there, everybody was laughing, working together, getting the work done, pulling together like a nation, like the Bible says. These people like Ringo and New Breed, they're not like that. Look how they did Rollo. Look how they just cut him off and ostracized him. Go ahead, you got the floor.
And I thank you, brother, for allowing me to get on your platform to be able to have this conversation with you. At the end of the day, I'm a man of my own right. And to say, being able to have these conversations with the parties at hand, it really gives me clarification because I was looking and I'm just in array like, man, what's going on here? I'm over here. I really wasn't that big into YouTube, and as far as like having a community, spiritual community and whatnot, but I'm seeing brothers and whatnot come on these platforms and talk about the Most High and talk about God, and I gravitate towards that because literally my whole life. You know, I don't need a church, I don't need a congregation, but to say I see other brothers in other places where, you know, I just tried to soak up some knowledge from them. And it got to the point where, you know, I'm seeing all of this unfold this year. And honestly, I just wanted to sit down and have these conversations with these so-called men that
Yep.
have created for themselves some sort of, not even name, but, you know, foundation, and have some type of backing of the Most High as they advertise. And it's like, is this the way that we portray our behavior? And I get it when you talk about yelling and being masculine and all of that. Yeah, I know what it is to be a man. As you can see, I got kids, I got daughters. So hey, when I speak to them and when I need them to do something, my wife calls me, and of course I ain't whispering to them, but it gets to a point where that masculinity turns into what they call it, toxic masculinity, and then it turns into slander. And so take a view in my eyes. I don't know you guys, but I see you guys from down the block. All I see is two grown men yelling back and forth. Oh, you got long hair. Oh, you know, you did that. You did that. That's all I see is two grown men yelling at each other back and forth from far away. Which one am I supposed to say is the wise man, and which one am I supposed to say is the fool?
Well, again, hey, mute your thing because I'm getting feedback off. Again, it's you got to stick to the scripture, and the scripture tells you to prove all things and hold fast to that which is true. So you see two men doing this, you said down the street, walk up, go see who's who and what's what, because we sitting here telling you to come test our boast, come see our fruit, come get around the saints, see if we're who we say we are, because the Bible tells you to do that. You will know them by their fruit. You ain't gonna know me from I could fake the funk here on video. That's easy. Come look into my life. See, Straightway is an open book. We ain't ducking no smoke. We try to prove it with all the moves we make in our actions. You ain't gonna see that with these other clowns. They have nothing no tangible fruit that's provable. So when you say you as a young man, how are you supposed to know? If you know anything about Straightway, it's always an option to come and check us out, visit, talk to somebody, get with a local fellowship that's a local fellowship that's in your area. Yeah, you that option is always there. You see what I'm saying? So, and again, that's biblical. Prove all things and hold fast to that which is true. You need to start trying to peer behind the scenes of Straightway, and you need to try to peer behind the scenes of Ringo TV. And that's biblical. And then see where you get. Go ahead.
Yeah. And I am doing such that. And I appreciate your honesty. I appreciate you allowing me on your platform to have this conversation with you. Of course, it gives me more insight on, you know, just discerning who is who. And I see a comment in there from brothers, stop eating from multiple tables. I don't know what that means, but as far as me seeing other brothers, hey, I operate totally independently. It's not like I'm, you know, I'm not bashing you. I ain't bashing Ringo. I'm just looking. And so I'm looking because not only are you a representation of the Most High, but y'all look like me. Y'all a representation of me as well. So it gets to the point where I'm trying to figure out where can there be a solution. That's why in the beginning I asked you, what is the end goal to this?
And and like I said, the end goal is exposing the truth.
For what though? Like, what do you want people to stop following Ringo? Do you want his channel to be canceled? Do you want speak and say what the end goal is? Because I pretty much got his end goal. He said he don't want nobody following Straightway. Obviously, he wants straightway
Bring
to
it.
fall
Hey,
down. And
hey,
hey,
hey, look, y'all want people following us.
okay,
Who cares what he say? You see what I'm saying? My goal ain't to shut his channel. I'm exposing the evil. As long as he putting videos out that are lying about us, we're gonna put videos out setting the truth straight. And look at the fruit it's yielding. We got a young brother like you. Now you inquiring who's who, what's what. And let's just say it was just you. This whole thing has been worth it if one brother like you wake up and realize who's real and who's fake. See, we sitting here, hey, come check me. Come visit Straightway Nashville or something. Follow Straightway for a while. Because look, you're talking what you're talking about is maybe 10 videos pastors made. I don't even think he made that many about Ringo. Well, why don't you go look at just the hundreds of videos pastors made in the past 2 months? That ain't about Ringo. That's about helping you get your spirit right, get your house in order, get your life right, get things in order. And compare what pastors saying in those videos or what I'm saying in my videos, compare that to what the Bible says, and then go over there and watch Ringo for 2 months and compare what he says, or 2 years, or whatever length of time you want to prove all things, hold fast to that which is true. That's what you got to do. Because look, brothers, brother, and everybody watching, this is why it's so imperative, bro. The deception is on a level today that is mind boggling. I'm a gray haired old man. I'm in my 40s now, getting ready to be 50. And I'm telling you, for you young brothers, it's critical that you prove all things and hold fast to that which is true, especially you got a family. You got to lead them right. And we sitting here trying to tell you, bro, there's not a lot of truth out here. There's not. These people full of shit. They're trying to he Ringo came on his video and said he makes money off that, and that's why he does it. He'll waste 6 hours of your day telling you bullshit so he can make some money and put money in his pocket. Pastor don't gotta do videos on YouTube. His YouTube channel demonetized. He doing this out of love, trying to wake people up. Don't believe anything I said, young brother. Go go test it. And it's not hard to find me. It ain't hard to find Straightway. We ain't ducking smoke. If you want to visit, whatever, follow Straightway for a while and then see about visiting. That's what you do. That's how you operate. That's how you move through life so your life don't turn into a disaster like most of our people. Does that make sense?
appreciate you.
I appreciate you coming on, brother. Did you have anything else?
No, that was it. And I thank you for letting me inquire. I
Yes,
thank you
sir.
for
No
letting me
problem.
test the spirit.
Yep. All right. Bless you. All right. So, hey, that was a good brother, man. I'm glad he came on. This is what it's about. This why I let people come on. Cause I mean, people. There's a lot. Listen, y'all. There's a lot of phoniness and fake stuff out there. Okay. Hey, y'all, let me know if my audio's low. Somebody's saying my audio's low. There's a lot of phoniness and fakeness going on out there. Um, you know, and hey, we're gonna. I what I try to do spiritual combat with spiritual combat and Michael Israel about is footwork and keeping it as real as it could be. We we trying to show you as best as we could show you on here. We trying to show you that we ain't faking it, man. We not faking it. Somebody said, I think the end goal should be Ringo apologizing and repenting for 100 plus of slanderous video. Look, it's what it is. Look, as long as he want to keep talking, we gonna keep talking. You know, we gave him a chance. We gave him a whole month and all that. But hey, we ain't gonna let you mislead a bunch of people. You know, and as you see, just if we just gain one brother out of that deception, then all this is worth it. You know. All right, and this is what the brother said. He said, "Thank you again for allowing me on and answering my questions. Peace and blessings to you and yours." Okay, so that's what the brother said there. Okay, but anyway, y'all, I think it was a pretty good show. Um, and what we gonna do, man? I gotta get ready to hit the gym, so I gotta wrap this up. Appreciate y'all tuning in, and shalom, shalom.
Well, family, like I said, later I'll be doing a live review reaction to that video that I had with Brother Mike. And obviously, I still have concerns because I don't feel like my questions were answered straightly. And it gets to the point where I see people creating content. And what's the goal of it? That was pretty much my question. I don't think that was truly answered or in a way that I wanted it to be responded. I'm going to sit on it a little bit longer. I'm going to pray to the Most High. But I definitely feel as though there are some things that I want to review in that conversation that was taking place. As a man, if someone asks me a question, I should be able to answer it straightforward, within 2 sentences. Say, was I able to get that insight, or was I able to get any type of revelation from that conversation? I was. And as I see some of the content and videos being repurposed out there, and as I see some of the comments within this repurposed video, and as I commented myself, and my stance is, why was I not mentioned in the title? If this was a great show, if this was a show me communicating to this person, Mike Israel, why wasn't it my name in that title? Was that show just for views and clicks to post another brother's name in there and say I wasn't really talking about Ringo? I was pretty much talking about the whole situation at hand. My family, and to my brothers out there, my young brothers, I hope you can take something away from here that is positive as far as how to conduct ourselves moving forward, especially on these social media platforms. Know that you not only represent us as far as people that look like me, people that look like you represent the Most High. And what does it truly mean? What is the expectation? How do we behave? How do we conduct ourselves, especially when we're going through situations where other people are slandering us? This is a topic that needs to be discussed. There are many other things in this world, of course, that I feel as though needs revelation, that needs some insight in which we can bring forth light and expose, but to expose one another and to not be able to articulate what that purpose is a little offsetting. So that's just my sentiments on that. Again, I'll be coming back through later to discuss this conversation that I had with Mike Israel's Spiritual Combat, and hopefully the brother was able to see my comments in his video that he repurposed, where he tagged Ringo and pretty much made a thumbnail with me in there, but did not put my name in there. Very concerning. I definitely have more questions after that. What was the video for? So, again, family, man, I hope y'all blessed out there. I know it's late at night, man. I just wanted to go ahead and make sure I had a copy of the video so that, nothing was edited as far as the speech. I hope everything was clear. And, I tried to do my best to uphold what I believe is a man in my own right to be able to discuss matters of confrontation and ultimately be able to bring out some solutions. And at the end of the day, I feel as though I have a responsibility to bring forth light in this world. Likewise, you as well, brothers. And if we are over here striving against one another, how can a house divided ever be built? Think about it. If we're over here creating content, bashing one another, exposing one another, and not really paying attention to the world and what's really happening, what's going to be the end goal of that? So, family, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I appreciate people who, of course, watch this on playback. If y'all haven't already, hit that like button. Y'all already know, man, on this side of YouTube, we create content to inspire, to encourage, to motivate the next to be great. Until next time, family.